Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 and our European Journeyman series at Brighton. Now today we've got into the league season a little bit. We're nearly at the end of September and we're about to go into the third round of the EFL Cup, a competition we made the final of last season before losing to Man City. We beat Bradford just about in the last round 1-0. We then went on quite a good run of form. We haven't conceded a goal for 3 games, but Spurs are probably the biggest test we've had since Chelsea, but at home I think we've got every chance of going through. We'll then take on Watford at home in the Premier League. They're currently sitting in 19th place, so that should be a comfortable win. We should also beat Pathos de Ferreira in the Europa League, and then we have Spurs again at the end of the episode away from home in the Premier League, so lots to look forward to in today's matches. This game in the EFL Cup, I would like to progress and have a good cup run if we can, but I'm also aware of fixture congestion. I am going to put out the strongest team, but ultimately I'm not too fussed about the result from this game. I'm just hoping we can keep the morale up and hopefully remain unbeaten. But if we kick out 4 or 5 games from our schedule this season, that really wouldn't be that bad at all. Now the team we're going to put out against Spurs is made up of Frias, Hartwig and Bueno, who are very much our preferred front three. Beccaria and Morris continue to keep Pope out of the central midfield position. Marion and Eduardo are also now the first choice wing backs, with Soler, Andres and Lambese in defence and Dabo in goal. Bueno with a free kick, looking for Hartwig, but Brian comes out to claim it. Worth noting, Beccaria has picked up an injury and had to immediately be taken off, so it looks like it might be serious. Not really sure what the injury is or how long he's going to be out, but that could be a blow, although it does give Pope a bit more game time. Now here's Morris, passes it to Pope, who pushes forward to Frias. Now Bueno, over to Marin, now back to Soler. Marin again. Needs to go to the right and he finds Pope. Now Hartwig slips the ball through. Bueno's onside, but he can't beat the keeper. I think that was the right choice, trying to go for that far corner, but the keeper stuck a hand out and denied the effort. Here we are with the corner. Pope taking it, but easily cleared by the first defender. Bueno, though, in a good area, sends it back to the defender. Well, after 90 minutes, we have still not made the breakthrough. Fortunately, we still have our substitutions. We're definitely the best team in this game, but it means the side are going to be even more tired after this match. I am going to make a couple of substitutions shortly. I just want to see how this second half kicks off. I think do you get an extra substitution in the EFL Cup? I'm not sure. We can maybe have a look in a minute. But I'm going to bring Cooper up front because he has been a game changer for us in the past, and coming in for Hartwig, who's now on his last legs. Hopefully he'll inject a bit of freshness up top. Now here's Hickman with a throw and he finds Soler. Ball into Pope, now Hickman, on to Cooper, fresh off the pitch. Morris then switches the flank quite extravagantly, but it doesn't really work, although the ball has come back to us. Pope forward to Hickman. He's got players running forward. He finds Frias in a good position. He slips it in. Bueno onside. He seemed to miscontrol the ball, but he let it run onto his right foot and then he drilled it past the keeper, and we have got the lead 6 minutes into extra time. Soler onto Pope, now Hickman across to Frias. Cooper switches the ball in for Bueno. It's well saved. Hickman won't get to the follow-up, but we are really banging on that door. Davies with a free kick, trying to launch it to the back stick. Darbo's dropped it and it's gone in. A terrible howler from Darbo after 100 minutes of football. He has just completely fluffed his line and dropped the ball. And now we've got to do it all over again after working so hard to get the lead. Here's Alex looking for Frias. It comes to Andres. Cooper trying to run through. He's got a man making a run. It's Bueno, but the header clears away. Morris to Cooper. Frias out to Hickman again. Alex once more getting off away from the strikers. Eduardo just hanging on to it. Puts the ball into Cooper. He reverses it to Frias. Bit of time and space. And Brian is the one who messes up this time. He got a hand to it, but not strong enough. And we take back the lead. Cooper just 20 seconds left. Finds Bueno, who's running in on goal. Oh, that was a very good strike, but Brian with a good save. It looks like we're going to do this. There's the full-time whistle. We have managed to beat Spurs 2-1 in extra time. A very good performance there, sending us through against a big team. We're now into the 4th round, and our club just love a good cup run. But that is another good sign as it keeps on our excellent run of form. Good news is Beccaria is only out for 6 days. We've lost Marin for about a week as well, but that's not really too worrying. We'll have them back soon. Watford, the next team up in the Premier League, but we're now 6 games unbeaten since losing back-to-back against Chelsea and Sunderland in the Premier League, and we are looking very, very good in the way that we're playing the football as well, which is just as important. Well, to follow on from that excellent but draining win against Spurs, we now have to take on Watford at home, and the team is looking quite tired after that midweek fixture. I think we should still have enough in the tank. Watford will also be tired from their midweek fixture. I think we maybe played a bit longer than they did, but we do have plenty of fresh substitutes that can improve us in key areas as the game drags on. But I'm hoping putting out this strong team will give us a 1 or 2 goal lead by half time, and then we can think about taking people off. But it is going to be a tough match, and it's not guaranteed that this is going to be a win. It's the same 11 going out there that did against Spurs. There's literally no changes other than the injuries that had happened. So Pope is having to come in for the injured Beccaria, but otherwise the team is pretty much where it left off. I think Hickman actually coming in at left wing back, the only other change. Bueno with the corner in towards the middle, it's headed away. Sansonetti bringing the ball down the right for Watford. Got a man tracking them back now, and Pope does brilliantly there, winning the ball, showing that he can do the job with Beccaria. Frias over to Eduardo. There's an over-the-top run here for Bueno. He's picked up the ball as well. He takes the shot on early, and Bueno is having one of those patches of form where he's just untouchable. He is such a good player when he does that, but he's so patchy. But at the moment we don't care, because he's just given us that early lead that we were looking for. Hartwig pushes it out wide to Hickman. He then sends it over to Eduardo, who takes good touch, slips it in, and Bueno has it tipped onto the post by the goalkeeper. Bueno with the free kick, edge of the area into Soler, and there's the 2-0 lead. This game should be home and dry now. Corner from Bueno, 5 minutes to go till half time. The keeper comes out to claim the ball. We're very much in control of this game, and Watford really struggling to cope with us, and they've given the ball away to Morris there. Now Bueno to Frias. Bueno once more finds Frias again, but the ball just deflects into the feet of a Watford defender. He then launches it forward, but it's straight back to us. Now over the top again, Lembeze having a bit of head tennis. Can't find Hartwig. Lo Celso sends it all the way back to Nocatini. Now Van Bergen, tackled by Hickman. They can't keep the ball. Hartwig onto Frias. He's got Bueno up there as well. He finds him with a beautiful pass, and the keeper has somehow kept that out. Bueno back now to Morris. Here's Pope. Finds Hartwig, turns the defender, picks out Hickman. Nice little passing play around the edge of the box there, but the final effort not good enough. Free kick from Adamo, and he's put it straight into the top corner there. And we have conceded a goal. The game now much tighter than we would have liked. Hickman. Ball just ricocheting around off people's heads. Soler puts it forward, and then there's a missed header. Now Pope has it, keeping the ball. Players to his right, and he's given it away. We're starting to look a bit tired. That fatigue really setting in. Here's Hartwig pushing it forward. Pope's in there. He finds Bueno, and that was straight down the middle. He had to put that a bit firmer either side of the keeper. But we've still got the ball here. It's Pope onto Hartwig. Is there another chance here? We're going to make some changes soon. Frias slips it in. Bueno's in our goal. He's hit the woodwork, and the keeper picks up the loose ball. Bueno there, so close to another goal. Alvaro over to Gamara, now Lo Celso puts it over the top. Just 5 minutes ago, Romero's got in behind, and luckily he shanks that shot so far wide it nearly went for a throw-in. But we are looking to just see out these last few minutes. Going to make a time waster of a substitution. We'll take Max Morris off and put Gedson Fernandes into midfield. Not a position he's played in much for us recently. But with a minute and a half to go, we've got to throw in Bueno back to Fernandes here. Now Pope into Frias, finds Coupadon, and there is a game all sewn up. Coupadon really can make a decisive impact from the bench if you give him the opportunity, and he's just made sure of the 3 points here very comfortably. 3-1, we're going to beat Watford, keeping that unbeaten run going now to 7 matches and another crucial 3 points, which means we're almost certainly not going to be in the bottom half of the table this season. I think it's all about how far up the table we can finish, and if we can keep up this excellent form, we could be in and around the European places, which is where we are right now. We're just 1 point off Aston Villa, no less, with Nottingham Forest above us as well. We're ahead of Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, United, and in a very good position overall. The game against Spurs in the league in this episode will be a tough one. They just about beat Swansea 3-2, but we need to get through the next match first as well. After winning our first Europa League game in the last episode, we now have our second European match, possibly the most difficult one. Paços de Ferreira away from home in Portugal. It's going to be quite difficult, but the team has had 5 days rest. It's looking a lot better than they did against Watford, and we managed to get a 3-1 win then, so there's no reason why we can't get another one now. I'm not going to rest players. I don't want to take any chances on winning this group. I want 3 points today to give us the maximum return possible. That's why we've got the full strength team. Hartwig, Frias and Bueno up top. Beccaria and Morris both together again in midfield. Marin back in at left wing back with Soler, Gennaro and Lambeze the central defenders. Gennaro getting a chance in the first team. Carlos Eduardo at right wing back and Dabo in goal. Frias trying to bring the ball forward. A little over 10 minutes played. Good ball over the top there, and Frias is through on goal, but he's hooked that shot well wide of the goal. Mateus puts the free kick in, and there's a foul in the area from Max Morris for a man worth apparently £83 million. That is a silly mistake to make. Eduardo getting a yellow card for dissent. Lozano takes the penalty, and he does find the bottom corner. 1-0 to Paços de Ferreira. Really, really not good enough giving away such a cheap penalty. Morris with the ball, trying to make up for his earlier mistake. Finds Beccaria, now Hartwig. All the way back to Soler. Beccaria. Hartwig into Frias. Now Marin. Back to Beccaria again. Neat little pass in here, and Bueno's gone through, but he's taken that on far too early. Bueno with a corner. Puts it in towards Hartwig. The header out, being picked up by Hatzidiakos. He then sends it all the way back to the goalkeeper again. Header won by Rees. Now Adilson. Really showing us up here, Paços. Quite frustrating that we haven't been able to get a hold on this game. The ball through runs to Dabo. He then has options, and he looks for Marin. Beccaria to Hartwig. Out wide to Eduardo. Now Frias has ball over the top. Hartwig has been put through on goal, but he's put it wide. Pava sends the ball in. Morris intercepts. Nearly at the hour mark now, and we still haven't managed to get a goal. But Marin, with a lot of space here, can bring the ball forward. Now Hartwig to Frias. Marin again. Players have made a run. Hartwig to Frias once more. Out wide to Eduardo. Now Bueno turns, shoots, and it is saved again by the keeper. Hartwig out to Marin. Now in the middle to Frias. Pushes it out wide to Eduardo. Into Bueno. Again, another chance, and it is once more saved by the keeper. We've had 4 clear-cut chances in this game now and still have not scored. Pava into Ferraz. Now it's with Martinez, still trying to find this goal, but instead we do not have possession. We're going to go attacking. Marin steals the ball at the right time. Players ahead of him, finds Hartwig through towards Frias, but intercepted. Lambeze forward to Eduardo. He then finds Bueno. Back to Beccaria. Over the top, Marin's in. He's going to shoot, and he rifles it into the back of the net. An excellent finish there from Adrian Marin. Sometimes he scores absolute belters, and that was one of them. And now we've got 15 minutes to find the winner. 5 minutes to go. It's Frias on the ball. Puts it in for Coupeton. In off the bench and in behind. His ball just runs across the box area. It was a shot well saved by the keeper. Now Eduardo. Still in a dangerous area. Beccaria. De Bueno puts the cross in, but it's headed away, and they will get the ball further forward. It's here with Ebel. Tackled by Gennaro, and Coupeton could well be through on goal again. Just forced a little bit wide, but players in the box, and it's saved by the keeper. De Pina sends the ball forward. Just 10 seconds left in this game. Almost certainly not going to be a winner now. Frias losing possession. And it's been a tough game. We've been the better team, I would say, but we've not made the most of our opportunities, and that's why we've failed to win this game. I'm going to tell the team I'm not happy, and they're reacting well to that. It means Vitesse actually go top of the table with 3 points clear of Paços de Ferreira, and if we beat Vitesse in the final game from the first round of matches, we will go top of the group by 1 point, but we really should have got 3 points in this match. The final match of this episode is away from home against Spurs. Obviously, we beat them earlier on in the EFL Cup. We're currently in a very, very nice period of form. And if we can get through this game with a draw, I would be happy. I'm not looking necessarily for a win, although obviously if that happens, we'll be very happy. But mostly it's about keeping this unbeaten run going for as long as we can, because typically we do badly at the start of each season and we get better as it goes on. And if that's the case this time, we could be looking at a very, very interesting finish to our league campaign. Now, the team for this match, very similar to recent games. Pospisil has come into midfield to join Morris. A bit of a switch up there. Normally I'd put Pope in there, but I want to try Pospisil out. Hartwig, Frias and Breno all continue up top. Same defence we used in the last match as well. Canero continuing to start in defence and Darbo in goal. Hartwig with a free kick early in the game. Headed away. Frias picks up the ball. He's looking for something to do with it. Now Pospisil finds Marin. He's got players across the box. He puts it in. It's headed away. Terrace has it and sends it out to Luizinho. We're at risk on the counter-attack here. Gennaro, too much power on that header. Gives it straight back to Luizinho, who gets another chance, puts it in. And Aaron Barry has made it 1-0 to Spurs. Andres sends the ball forward to Eduardo. Can we get back in this game? Pospisil through to Frias. He's put through. Hartwig's in on goal. He's onside as well, and Hartwig makes it 1-1. A bit of a goal from nothing there. That's our first shot on target, which is very unusual for us, and we have got back in this game. Free kick just before half-time. Hartwig out wide. Marin puts it in early and Bueno's in there. He's onside as well. And we have turned this game around in the space of 10 minutes. After Spurs have been so dominant, we have flipped the game on its head and taken a stunning lead at half-time. Absolutely excellent from the team. And we haven't even really got going yet. Fashina running down the left flank. He's got him behind a bit too easily there, and his cross-come shot wasn't far away from causing us some real trouble. We are less than 15 minutes away from what would be a crucially important win in our league season. Beating Spurs away from home really, really is a big result. Less than 10 minutes to go. We can make one more change here. I think Gedson Fernandez can come on for Max Morris, who's struggling for fitness a little bit. He'll add a bit more security in midfield because he's better at defensive attributes than Morris is. And we've got just 2 minutes of added time here. 30 seconds to go. Darbo needs to clearly get this ball away. Now Gennaro sends it forward. Coupadon has it. He puts it through. Hartwig there had a chance to run through. He loses possession instead. And now Lewis got in behind a minute there. He's got players to the centre. Thiago Maia, our former player. I thought he was going to unleash something spectacular, but instead it goes high and wide, and we do get a stunning win despite not being the better team. That is absolutely phenomenal that we've managed to win that game, and after 8 matches we are now 3rd in the table after what has been, to begin with, a difficult start. We have really improved and managed to get 16 points on the board, and we are looking like a team who could really push for those European places. If we can beat teams like Spurs away from home, we have every chance of doing just that. But that is going to be it for this episode. It's been quite an impressive one. That draw with Pathos de Ferreira a little bit frustrating, but we are now 9 games unbeaten in the league. A very good performance. The 2 draws against Bournemouth and Pathos de Ferreira a little bit frustrating. Next time out we'll take on Crystal Palace at home, which should be another win. They're down in 16th place. We'll take on Vitesse, who are currently top of our group stage. Liverpool away will be a huge match for us to really put our credentials to the test. And then Palace away in the EFL Cup as well. So a lot of games coming thick and fast, as they do when you're in the Europa League. But we're looking really good at the moment. Do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed this nice, long, unbeaten run, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see the next episode in a couple of days' time. But until next time, see ya!